went into the Fear Elise, you know that one? You know, everybody knows that song, right? But that the part that we wanted to do was the part that comes after. I mean, I would guess I would call it the bridge, where we did this. Now, once again, if you're watching this, you're a total beginner, right? This is just a review of part one that we already did. And this webinar is at the intermediate level. So preferably you've completed volume 2. Preferably you're at volume 4 so that you can make not only sense of what we're talking about, but at least you would have the ability to do what we do, right? But if you're a total beginner, like I said, it doesn't matter that you can't do it now. You will be able to do it as you complete every single exercise and get yourself up to the level where you can not only understand it, but you can actually do it. Because there's a lot of people that understand, let's say, theory stuff or understand how to do something, but doing it is another level. All right, so you want to be able to understand and do. So that's why I always say you got to master every principle in the NEQ music system, because you're going to see that it's going to make music a lot easier to understand, but you have to be able to develop to have the ability to do what you're doing. Okay, so Beethoven had a song for Elise, but the part he had was the bridge where he went. Not that part, but the part after that. Promise, here it comes. Then he goes. Right, so that, not this part, the part after. You can hear that. And then we went back into there. So what we wanted to hear was that was also an approach that happened. And what we ended up identifying, we identified that basically we knew that they were starting on, in the key of C, the 6 is A, which you guys know, it's the minor. And the minor has the 6, the 1, and the 3 in it. Okay, so we did that and this is, I'm all good for time. All right, we're going to have lots of time to get into the other parts. All right, so we had our 6. Okay, we know it's a 6, and that's why when people say, well, when the minor key, I'm like, I understand what you're trying to say, but there's no such thing as a minor key. If you're not sure about that, you could go on YouTube or Facebook, where I did a video on minor keys do not exist, okay? All right, because a minor key is really just a 6. So if you look at it from the 6, like all the other play-by-ear people, it'll be a lot easier to look at music. You wouldn't have to think of a new 1 minor and all of that kind of stuff. But anyhow, it was the 6, right? And the 6 is the minor. But what they had, those are the numbers within the scale. But what ended up happening was we started at the flat 2, right? Which is, we had to do 4, but we had to do 4 semitones, 4 numbers coming above the 6. So therefore, we did this one. This one I'll put on the piano, all right? So what we did is we had 4 numbers coming above to get to our 6, okay? All right, so when we had to get to our 6, so if our 6 was up here in the key of C, we did 4 numbers, right? That's 1 number above. We have 2 numbers above, 3 numbers above, and then we have 4 numbers above, okay? And with 4 numbers above, so after we got to the top, right here, there's the E, D, C, B, right, which is a 3, 2, 1, 7. That's the first part of it. 4 numbers to get to our 6, which is coming above. And then we also had, what's next? We also had a 17 semitone approach coming from below the 3rd. Okay, so I'm not going to put all of those on the arrows, or will be there until the webinar is done. But I think I can stretch something on here by taking this and going like this, and I can. All right, so basically we did a semitone approach starting from, well, it's the other direction, Robert. So let's do it like this. Sorry, give me a second. No, how do I do it? Oh, like this. Oh, why does the stick look like that? Not sure what happened there. Okay, so basically we started from here. Well, we started from where the beginning of the arrow on the A, and we went all the way, okay, down to the 3. So if you were to count it, you'd see that it was a semitone approach, let me put it like here, because we're gonna have to do all the semitones. So let's say it's like this. All right. So it went like this. Okay. So we started from our 6, right? After we did our four numbers to get to the 6, then we did all semitones to get all the way down to the 3, which is where they start the song. All right. So everything has a destination. When Beethoven was composing, they composed because they understood destination chords. And that's what I always tell people. Well, they play by ear. It's not by happenstance. They understood the language of music. All right. So when he composed this, did all those semitone approaches. Now, when you're thinking or when you're playing it, you don't say to yourself, okay, I got to count 17 semitones. I just say, I have to start from my 6. I got to go all the way down to my 3. So therefore, if I'm in another key, so could somebody pick a key? All right, somebody just pick a key. I know I don't like to do, I feel like I'm just talking so much that saying so a key of G. You didn't want to challenge me? I'm going to play the same song in another key. But anyways, so G. So therefore, we know that we have our relative minor, right? So this is my G. I know you guys can't see that, but on the replay you will, because the second shot's there. Our minor is E. So here's the E, right? So therefore, he's at, I'm going to run out of space. No, I won't. So he's at, and then semitones. Right, and that's in the key of G. What was that? It was Kamisha says B flat. Oh, sorry. Oh, D flat, the common black key. That's not a prejudice thing. It's just actually common. A lot of gospel songs are D flat. They like how that sounds in terms of the vocals, and also people like how it feels on their fingers. Right. So therefore, my relative minor is actually going to be B flat. Okay. So therefore, fingers gonna have to be a little bit different, but they go. Right? So all I'm not thinking, okay, I'm in a different key. I got to think all these key signatures. I'm just thinking, no, I know my numbers. And because I know my numbers, I'm just going to start from my 6 and take a whole bunch of semitones to get all the way down to my 3. Not to the first 3, but to the one that is an octave after that. All right? So those are the things we say in our head. So that's why there's an art to playing, but not only by ear, but also playing in every key. It's playing, like I tell everybody all the time, it's all about understanding. Okay, thank you guys for those keys. Okay, so that's what we were able to do with that particular song. Okay,